I'm bored of Manchester United. I think maybe you are too. Last episode I ended things discussing the possibility of coming back for the last game of the Premier League season, but nah. Today is a final day. We have the FA Cup final against Watford. We have the Champions League final against Real Madrid. Why wait an extra day for those two games? I'm hoping we're going to get off to a good little start in the FA Cup where we're taking on Championship opposition. And with that in mind, maybe it's a chance to say, well, a fond farewell to a few Park to Prem legends by giving them a bit of a send-off, shall we say, over at Wembley. I'm excited for today. I hope you are too. Let's get straight into things. Yes, folks, how is it going? And happy Thursday. Welcome back to episode number 62 of Park to Prem here with Crystal Palace. I'm in a final kind of mood today. Two big games coming our way, including that first one that I mentioned against Watford. And, well, spoilers, Jones, Butterworth and Gold. Stephen Gold is actually injured at the moment and had to do a fitness test. If we just look at things here, not required. I'm gambling on him. They're all going to play in this first game. If it costs me the possibility of winning a third FA Cup in a row, I'm going to look like an idiot, but sentimentals have taken over. Now, since you were last here, we did play two games in the Premier League. We won both of them. The first, a 2-0 win against Norwich. The second one, a Manchester United game that I had pondered the possibility of coming back for, but I feel like we've seen ourselves take on Man U FC a fair few times over the course of this save game. So with that in mind, I thought, well, why not just pass on this game? In the end, it was a really dominant display. I think in many ways, 2-1 kind of did us a disservice. We were way better than that, and with that win, we actually ended up breaking the 100-point barrier, which is a fantastic achievement. 2 draws, 3 defeats, 33 wins. Really highlights just what kind of achievement that was for Man City to achieve it in real life. It is unbelievably difficult, very close to perfection. In the end, we did finish 21 points clear of Manchester City, who finished second. A bit of a change in the status quo there. Now, of course, the focus of today's episode is going to be those 2 cup finals. We have still got the Club World Cup this summer as well to look forward to, so brace yourself for that. Today isn't the end of things by any means, and well, as I've already mentioned, for the FA Cup, sentimentals are taking over. Some good news that we have actually is the fact that we have 10 days between this game and then the Champions League final, so plenty of time for rest, plenty of time for the players to recover. In terms of the team for this first game, we are going to rotate things a little bit in a couple of areas, but I guess the big thing to note here is Jones is playing for us, Butterworth is playing for us, and Stevie Gold is playing for us. Stevie Gold has not played in a live com in a little while, and well, he deserves, I feel like, some time in the spotlight. Of course, a player who really made us the manager that we are today with his goal-scoring escapades all the way through the lower leagues of English football. Sadly, in the 5 games I gave him in the Premier League, he couldn't score this season. Elsewhere, of course, we have Butterworth. He was one of our captains during our time at FC United, a big leader in the dressing room, a player who I very kindly opted to buy for £15 million to give FC United some money. He's had a couple of loan spells in the Championship and kind of done okay there. Not bad for a player who started his career way down in the depths of lower league. Unless you have kind of lower league databases active, you never really see players come from this kind of lower level and actually make a career as high as the Championship. Very cool to see, of course. With me signing him, he's not played perhaps as much in his prime as you'd like. He's going to play as our centre mid on attack today. And the last player, perhaps the pick of the bunch, Jones. Of course, a man who joined us during our first season at Three Bridges. What a career he has had. It's good to remember our roots and where we started from. 294 career appearances, a hell of a lot of those during the early years of Park to Prem. And it feels almost fitting that in our final trip to Wembley, he is going to be the man, well, leading the line, playing that deep line kind of roaming playmaker role for us with all, well, 10 of his passing. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. He's not really a roaming playmaker, but it was the only way I could fit them all in the team. I'm hoping that I'm not going to live to regret this decision. Yeah, the sentimentals have taken over. I will say, elsewhere in the team, we are at full strength, so it is, besides those players I mentioned, a very strong team nevertheless. I suppose the one other change is the fact that I've currently got Lynn starting, but actually, I changed my mind. We're going to go with Erling Haaland, I think, over Lynn today. Elsewhere, Carlier and Zandbergen in the attacking midfield positions. In the defence, it is full strength, and it's also great to see Claudio Sanchez, slowly but surely, coming back from injury. Been told he can play 45 minutes today, so I'm going to give him that game time. Of course, he's been out with a hip injury for months at this point, but it does seem right now like there could be a decent opportunity for him to play in the Champions League final in a couple of weeks' time. So I will say, if Butterworth, Jones or Gold score in this game, I am going to be on the pitch. We're going to go mental. Hopefully it's not going to hold us back too much. Of course, we still got some pretty good players in our team. And of course, Gold, Butterworth, two players who have played at championship level. And given the fact this is championship opportunity, it's the most simple cup final we've probably had during our time at Crystal Palace. So inevitably, in approaching it the way that I have, I'm going to end up ballsing it up. First chance of the game, and Watford are in possession. I don't know if I like this. Escobar. Lemoyne or Limone? Look, it's a French name. It scares me. So does this opportunity. They've scored. 6 minutes in, and Watford have the lead. Was it an error to do what I've done? Am I going to regret it? I hope not. I mean, defensively, as I said, we've got our best defence in place. It just turns out that Pena and Marcus Tullio between them, just not championship quality defenders. That was very, very simple in the end. Cook could not miss when the ball was dished on a plate to him, and he's tucked it in to make it 1-0. That said, response immediately, perhaps ball whipped in by Zandbergen towards Butterworth. Dealt with well, and now suddenly Watford looking to spring the counter-attack. I'll tell you what, they've caused some upsets to make it this far in the competition. Maybe I was a fool to underestimate them, because they are getting down to the byline and whipping it in. Cook, free header. Second highlight of the game, and it's Watford again heading it over the bar on that occasion, but not liking what I'm seeing. I'm going to get shouty. That's what I'm going to do. Demand more. And I've demanded more. Now we have a chance. Zandbergen whipping it in. It bounces in the area. Apparently it could have been a penalty. VAR is checking it. Was there a push somewhere? Benton's asking for clarification. The penalty is going to be awarded. I want to pause it. I want to change the penalty taker. Who is on penalties right now? Okay, Haaland would take them ordinarily, but not today. Stephen Gold is taking a penalty in an FA Cup final. He's got a knock, but we're playing him anyway. He's leading the line today. The number 40, Stephen Gold, do it for me. He's missed the pen. I really hope I'm not going to live to regret that. I mean, we do still have the corner. We don't have the corner. Oh no. Free kick for us here. Zandbergen takes it quickly. Back post. Butterworth's there. Gold heads it goalwards. I mean, he's now got to make amends. He's now got to score. He's missed a penalty at Wembley. He crumbled under the big occasion. I've set it up perfectly for him. It was like a Disney movie script. You know, Stephen Gold on his final appearance of the series to score a goal in a final. He's missed it. And now Watford have hit the post. Oh no, this could end badly. Wood with a goal kick here. Watford, a goal to the good still. Tullio nods it back to Leonardo, who spreads it to Chirich. I do wonder if rotating both midfielders for Jones and Butterworth is going to be viewed as a mistake. Of course, the FA Cup, there's no squad registration, so I could play anyone who was contracted to us. That's why they're playing in this game, not the Champions League final. Not that I would have played them in the Champions League final anyway, as Carlier misses a chance there. Plenty of highlights in this game, but we are still a goal down as things stand. Carlier to Jones, to Sanchez. Imagine being Jones. It's like he's a prize winner. You know, recently in England, there was a kind of a prize. I can't remember what brand it was who did it, but Roberto Carlos played a non-league football game. That's essentially what's happening here. We've just scored. Stephen Gold scored. Stephen Gold, this is beautiful. It's like we're running a football equivalent of Make-A-Wish, but just for washed-up footballers who have played for me in the past. Pena plays it to Carlier, to Sanchez, who then plays it to Stevie Gold, who bursts forward, and then in off the post. Inch perfect finish. Never doubted him. Always knew he'd come good in this final. It's 1-1. A minute left here of this first half. Watford have been pretty good in this game. They've had chances. They might have another here. Cook heads it just the wrong side of the upright there, but little reminder there, 1-1. We've not been amazing in this game. So I got shouty at half-time, but we're not going to make any immediate tactical changes, although I have just been reminded of the fact that Sanchez is only meant to play 45 minutes. And given the fact he's been out for months, I am going to listen to the physio and take him off. Of course, that does limit my changes now that I can make, because we've only now got 2 more subs. So I think we'll hold on to them for now. But 20 minutes into the second half, there's not been any highlights. Statistically, we've been the better team. Statistically, we've looked good. We might have a chance here. Ball whipped in and cleared away, and now Watford looking to catch us out on the break. Maguire bringing it forward. It's kind of bizarre, isn't it? This is perhaps the closest we've come to slipping up in quite a while, I feel like, in an episode. And, well, we could still slip up. It could still happen because they are in the penalty area. And Tullio might have given away a penalty there. I think it's outside the box. It looked outside the box to me. VAR is going to have a check. Please be no penalty. It looked outside the box. It was outside the box. Just decompress, everyone. Calm down a little bit. Although they could just still now score the free kick, I suppose. Cook steps up for them. Oh my word, Leonardo, what a save that is by the keeper. Worth noting with 15 minutes left, their goalkeeper is on an 8.5 at the moment. He is having a really, really good game, as well as that penalty save. He's made a few other stops, but well, maybe we have a chance here. We do have a chance here. Carlier has been wasteful as of late. I've had question marks over him. I've kept the faith. I've stuck with him. He's got the goal there. Did Butterworth get the assist? I mean, it was all about Carlier's run, to be fair. There wasn't exactly much of an assist going on, but in the record books, it will show as an assist. Carlier bursts through the middle, gets a little bit jiggy to weave between the defence, and then finds the bottom corner. Keeper couldn't get down to it. 2-1 up. Let's get a bit shouty with a demand more. Is that going to please the players? Do they like me for the shout? They don't hate me for the shout. They're kind of indifferent. Right, you know what? Jones, you've been a great servant. We're going to sub you off to a rapturous round of applause. Player of the series, Jones. He's been with us since the Three Bridges days. He is going to come off. And ultimately, the FA Cup is going to fizzle out a little bit. Lacked any late drama, but we are going to win it. It is 2-1. Stephen Gold, look at him there with the number 40 shirt going out onto the pedestal to, well, be involved in the trophy lift. And not for the first time. I hope not for the last time, even after we leave the club. Marcus Tullio is going to hoist an FA Cup for Crystal Palace for the third year in a row. Joined by Butterworth, joined by Gold, joined by Jones on that pedestal. What a superb performance that is. It finishes 2-1. And with that, I can tell the players I'm very, very happy. Jones, what did Jones get? Jones got a 6.7. Stephen Gold scored a goal and still only got a 6.9. So, didn't have the best of matches. Now, don't get me wrong. An FA Cup final's nice to win. But there's a Champions League final in 10 days. Let's not dilly-dally around. We're going to get forward to that one. Do not go anywhere. It's a rematch against Real Madrid. And last time this happened, it was a little bit of a classic. So here we are, the third Champions League final in as many years. What a sensational run of form this has been. The blazer's out, the stand-up desk is activated. It is serious business time. And if you watch last year's Parc to Primera series, you'll know that we made it to 3 Champions League finals in a row with Racing Santander, and we didn't win any of them. So if we can win 3 in a row this year, I'd feel like I've got that monkey off my back for last year's Football Manager. Maybe FM22 is just my year. Now, of course, looking at the previous finals, we took on Real Madrid at the Millennium Stadium. We took on Manchester United last time out in Kyiv. We are hoping to make it 3 finals in 3 and 3 final wins in 3, I should say, really, as we take on Real Madrid. Going into this game, we've had 10 days of rest. If we just look at our team for this match, we're just about at full strength. There is one pretty big player missing for us, I suppose, in De Silva, a man who has 4 goals and 7 assists in just 8 Champions League appearances. He has been really, really important in this run. So to not have our captain is going to be a big miss. It's going to mean that Tullio really has to take the armband and lead by example in a team that looks, well, beyond solid. Let's be honest. This is the best team that we could field, I feel like. As for Real Madrid, their key man is Yanis Boucher, a player who I did look at signing once upon a time. Worth noting, he scored in the semi-final against Manchester United. And then he got injured, so he is a massive, massive miss for Real Madrid. And in fact, if we sort by ability here, Boucher's out, Jovic is out for them, Vassilo, our former man, remember Vassilo? Yeah, well, he got injured with a twisted ankle, so he's not going to be able to come back to haunt us. And to be honest, when I look at this team, there's 2 players I fear who are likely to play. The first, Rui Braga, fantastic forward, finished 3rd in the Ballon d'Or voting. At 31 years old, it's safe to say he's a rather good player. And the other man actually is Musalin, who is their goalkeeper, a Croatian international, almost at 100 caps before the age of 29. He is absolutely mad, although he doesn't enjoy big matches. So we're going to hope today he has a clanger or 3. Of course, worth noting that in the Champions League, we are allowed to have 12 players on the bench. So basically, every outfield player that I could put on the bench is here. Sanchez back, just about fully fit and raring to go. Matt Sharpness, maybe not quite there compared to the rest of the players, but not in a bad spot. So You know what? For the third and final time here at Crystal Palace, we are going to submit a team for the Champions League final. I like our team. I like our system. I think we probably are the favourites going into this, but we know that this is not going to be easy. This is a Real Madrid team that still has a lot of quality in its ranks. They've got players like Camavinga, who in this save game is absolutely mad. And, well, we have just got to hope that we can do the business today. So let's see how we get on. Feel like the last couple of legs in the Champions League, we've got off to relatively good early starts, getting a goal that really settles the nerves. I'd love to see that here as Fontana is going to have a corner whipped in, and Marcus Tulio, the vice-captain, leaps like a salmon. He stings like a bee. It's his 11th goal of the season. And for a centre-back, that is absolutely mad. Fontana puts it in. Tulio is there, just drops off his man and manages to nod it across goal to give us the early lead in this one. Throw in for Real Madrid, deep inside their own half. Joyce now to play it out. Of course, when we played these last time in the Champions League, it finished 3-3. So expect goals. Expect them to not go down without a fight, even if we have got our noses ahead early. And, well, Real Madrid looking to bring the ball forward here. We've got plenty of men behind the ball, defending pretty well, but they have managed to get past it. And now it's Yusuf Demir playing it wide to Joyce. The build-up play, really, really nice here by Real Madrid. It's whipped in. Keeper doesn't get there. And Leonardo probably should have done better there. In goal, he comes for the ball and he doesn't get it. And then ultimately, it's then just a header into an empty net. Not what you want to see from your goalkeeper on the stage of a Champions League final. Whipped in, he comes for it, he commits. Yusuf Demir, unmarked to the back post, is able to volley it in. 1-1. That lead that we had did not last long. Half an hour into this game, on the balance of play, I feel like we've had the edge in this one. I feel like we've been marginally the better team, but of course, it's great having lots of shots and having, chances. You've actually got to take them. You've actually got to score them. And as you can see from this, we haven't so far in this half. And with 50 seconds left, Real Madrid with the ball in a dangerous area. They've only mustered the one shot on target, but it only takes one shot to get a goal. And well, they could be looking to have their second shot of the game here because Joyce is in a wide area, passed by Camavinga, whipped in. Sanchez heads it to Zambergen. 30 seconds left. We're going to look to launch it towards Lopez. A ball mostly out of pure blind hope and optimism. It didn't work out for us. And now they're going to hit us on the break. A great opportunity for Real Madrid. Right before the halftime whistle, it's blasted over the bar at the break. We've been in control of this game, but it's 1-1. And, they've had the better two chances in this one. Now, I don't really want to panic too much here. I'm just going to tell the players I'm far from pleased. I feel like if we play our game, we're going to be fine. Haaland and Carlier struggling this game concerns me. Lopez hasn't been great either. I might go with an early double change here. I'm going to bring in Gurajaga for Lopez, and with my other change, I'm going to bring in George for Haaland. I can't afford to go down a man in this game, and I do feel like George and Gurajaga, with the pace they've got, the physicality they've got, throwing them in for a second half against a tiring defence could be a pretty good play, especially because you can see here, Real Madrid's yellow cards are quickly adding up. 20 minutes left of this game. There has not been many chances in this game. It's been a defensively solid display by both teams. Horniak's got a knock. We've got to be wary of that. George, on off the bench, into the penalty area, hits the post. It falls to Gurajaga, who scores, but I think VAR is going to chalk this off. The subs link up. It's a lovely little move. It's a lovely little goal. Unfortunately, it was off by Gurajaga. I know he's off there. It looked off at the time. The shot hits the woodwork, falls fortuitously to the striker who, well, he had the goal at his mercy. He had to score in the situation. But sadly for us, as you can see here, he's just drifted offside. He's not behind the ball. And with 50 minutes left, Real Madrid maybe hanging on a tiny bit in this one. Horniak picking up an injury. I'm going to take him off and bring in Lind. There's a temptation, I suppose, to bring in Panariello here. The former Real Madrid man. A man who in that last final that we mentioned actually scored against us for Real Madrid before we signed him the following summer. If we just compare him and Lind, I think I'm going to go with Panariello over Lind. Looking at the comparison here, Lind has the physical advantage, but Panariello just a bit more creative, and I feel like that's what we might need in this game to find the breakthrough. So he's going to come in at centre mid, and while we have a corner here, we've already scored one. It's whipped in by Fontana. Peña hits the woodwork with a header, and it's got away from danger. Real Madrid on the back foot here. Only 10 minutes left of this final before we could be possibly going to extra time, but there is going to be more opportunities. That is a certainty because there's another highlight here. Zambergen, Carlier, picks out George, who gets tackled crunchingly. Dimitrov now bringing the ball forward for Real Madrid. We knew this was going to be a tight game. We knew it was going to be a tough game, and it is playing out just like that. Real Madrid switch the play. Leonardo reads it nicely, and with 7 minutes left, let's collect ourselves. Let's work the ball nicely, play our game, and see what we can do. Or we can just lump it forward like that. I suppose that works, because Carlier's through. He should score. He's got to score. He doesn't score. It's a one-on-one. And I'll tell you what, I put question marks over their goalkeeper in his important matches. He's having a bloody blinder of a game here, isn't he? We've got another corner. We have scored from one of these. Fontana whips it in. Peyrat heads it away from danger. We've looked good in this game. We've looked like perhaps potentially the better team, but unfortunately, we can't get that crucial goal. Real Madrid just 2 shots on goal. There's only a matter of minutes left of the half. This is one of those finals where I don't really want to change anything. I think if I change stuff and try and chase the game, try and force it, we could end up opening ourselves more at the back. As you can see, it is going to be going to extra time yet again. And with that, we do get another sub. And Zambergen, I'll say now, he's hampered by injury. So I'm going to take him off. We're going to move Gurushaga to the right wing. And Heinz Winter, who scored in extra time previously against Real Madrid, take your bib off, son. He's coming on. Let's see what he can do. Okay, into extra time we go. We've been so much better than Real Madrid here. Quite how this is 1-1, I don't know. Their entire back kind of line of defenders, the 3 centre-backs, all on yellow cards as well. Walking a tightrope here. We might have a chance as well early on in this half. 98th minute, George, Fontana, wide to Chiric, who's going to float it towards Carlier, doesn't pick out his man. Cleared away, but only as far as Tullio. Real Madrid playing this 5 at the back system with a single striker and 2 centre attacking mids. We've done pretty well against it on the whole, but they are committing men up the field, and especially when they, play through the middle, I'm wary of the possibility of them just finding that one golden chance to score a goal here. Sanchez reads that well though. Carlier, back to Pena. Playing it through the middle. Heinz Winter takes it down, leaves it to Panariello, who gives it back to Winter. He's through on goal. He's one-on-one on goal, and he finds the back of the net. There is an impending sense of deja vu for Real Madrid fans. We've been here before. We've seen Heinz Winter do this before. The ball just worked nicely in the middle here. Panariello, against his former club, threads through Heinz Winter. And with that, we make it 2-1. There is 20 minutes left of extra time. Still plenty of football left to be played. We can't get too carried away just yet. But that feels like a massive moment. And suddenly, 15 minutes remain. And now we just kind of sit and wait, I feel like. Real Madrid have had 2 shots on target all game, but they've got a free kick here. Dimitrov puts it in. And they've actually scored. They've had 3 shots on target. 2 of them have gone in. It's a set piece, and in a game that we've been in complete control of. To concede like that just stings. Pena, probably the best centre-back in the world. Spent 130 million on him, jumps for it, doesn't get there. It's now 2-2. Oh, can you believe it? I mean, what do you do? What do you do? We've made all our subs. I don't really want to change anything because we've just been kind of the better team. Let's look to just change things a little bit. More direct, pass into space, but I don't want to abandon our game plan much here. There is 4 minutes left. There is 3 minutes left. There is a highlight here. I'll tell you what, if Real Madrid win this has been the smash and grab of all smash and grabs, as Peyrat has the ball, our former man in the middle for them, of course. Never realised how many players we've exchanged with Real Madrid in recent years, but it turns out there's an overlap. Heinz Winter played through. Could he finish it? Difficult angle. Tries to pull it back. It falls to George. It's a calamity in the middle. And Arab, the centre-back for Real Madrid there, who gave away the ball, is a man who has played in Crystal Palace colours and missed a penalty in the last Champions League final. Heinz Winter, why he passed it here, who he was passing it to, I don't know. What Real Madrid are doing at the back there, I don't know. Do I care? Absolutely not. It is 3-2. I was about to go time wasting, but I didn't pause the game in time. And now there's another highlight. Don't do it to me, Football Manager. One more goal and it's done. Heinz Winter looked offside there, but will play on. Can he finish it? Keeper saves it. It was offside. It wouldn't have counted. There is 1 minute left here. Kai plays it forward through the middle, but Pena reads it well. Oh, boys, just keep me calm. Keep me calm. Heinz Winter through on goal, one-on-one. Muscle and collects. And then, well, he throws it out of play. Dimitrov, Arab. What a crazy game this has been. Antonio Carlos carrying a knock for them in the middle. Both teams really suffering a battle of attrition here. It's been a long, hard season for both teams. Real Madrid looking to bring it forward. There is 10 seconds left here. A goal takes it to penalties. We just have to defend. Fontana heads it away from danger. Deli Santi has it. Referee, blow the whistle. He does blow the whistle. It's done. It's the three-peat. We match Zinedine Zidane's Real Madrid record of 3 Champions League wins in a row. That is not an easy thing to do in Football Manager under any circumstances. And besides this final, I do feel like we've made it look rather easy. What an absolutely insane win that is for us. 3-2, Crystal Palace. The win in extra time. Heinz Winter repeating history again. He might not play many games during the league season for us. He might not start that many games. I'll tell you what, Heinz Winter is a man for the big occasion. A rapid player who relishes one-on-ones, and he has helped us yet again to secure a 3rd Champions League final. And you know what? None of them have been simple. None of them have been simple. We beat Manchester United 1-0. We beat Real Madrid on penalties. This time around, it took extra time yet again. Oh, I mean, if there's one thing you're guaranteed with us, it's entertainment value in these Champions League finals. What an absolutely mad game. George, by the way, 119th minute goal. Oh my word, 6 goals and 4 assists going into that game in the Champions League. And well, to do it there, pretty good. Pretty good. We get a lot of money for winning that. We win the Champions League consecutively, 3 win in a row. I mean, Duan Jin must love me at this point. What rating is he giving me? B. He's giving me a B. Not a glowing review, is it? I've just noticed as well, the Club World Cup's popped up on our radar, which we will be playing in this summer, just as a little reminder. It's only a few weeks away, so that is going to be mixed in with some transfer business, I imagine. Don't quite know how we're going to do the Club World Cup to finish the series, but it'll be a fun celebration of, well, the team that we have. We were winners, runners-up with Real Madrid. And in terms of other awards, you can see here, top goal scorer wasn't us, top assists wasn't us. George, though, highest average rating, an 8.0. Not too shabby for a 22-year-old who has the best years ahead of him. My, oh my, oh my. Now, look, I'll admit it, we have a lot of money. We have a good squad. It is still very, very difficult to clean sweep everything in Football Manager, and to do it multiple years perhaps makes this, at least on paper, the best team I've ever built in a Park to Prem series. I feel like when you look across the overall quality of this side, I mean, the star ratings are just ridiculous, but if we just flick through these players, Stephen Gold, of course, being one of the outliers, but when you flick through these players, it really makes you appreciate how ridiculous this squad is that we have assembled. Players who are squad players for us, are backups for us, are breakthrough prospects for us like David Lind, would probably walk into any other team in Europe. And, well, to keep all these players happy, to manage it across the season and to ultimately win the Champions League 3 years in a row, even with a team this good, I feel pretty proud of it. Yeah, I mean, what a sensational. And Heinz Winter, man of the moment, yet again doing it in the big one. You have to wonder, if I'd never left FC United, if he'd joined me at FC United, what could we have achieved together? I'm going to say it now, I don't think we'd be winning and celebrating 3 successive Champions Leagues with Heinz Winter if he had never left FC United and stuck there with me. But we'll never know. We were born in the wrong parallel universe to find out. Okay, folks, we are going to leave things there for today. Of course, we've got the Club World Cup coming up. That is going to have a group stage and some knockouts. There'll still be a few more episodes left of this series. In terms of the plan beyond that, we're going to do the holidaying into the future. After that, there might be maybe a week where we don't have any uploads. I might try some slightly different videos. I'm going to use it as a bit of an opportunity to have a summer holiday of sorts. I've not really had a break with this series. Even when there was like the internet issues and stuff, I'm still beavering away behind the scenes. And before we get into our next adventure, it's nice to just take a breath, you know. So that's what's coming up over the next few weeks. I hope you're excited for it. I hope you've loved today's episode. I've had so much fun with this. The Club World Cup comes up next time to really wrap things up. I'll see you guys then. And well, until next time, it is me, Jack. Take care. I'll talk to you all in a bit. I'm out.